Hey everyone, today I'm going to be taking a look at the Walther PK380. This is a semi-automatic handgun made by Walther America, which is excellent for concealability for everyday use. The caliber is a .380, as mentioned in its title. The finish on this particular model is a black finish. The trigger pull on single action is approximately 4 pounds. On double action, it's approximately 11 pounds. The barrel length, 3.66 inches. The capacity of the magazine, which I'll show you in a little bit, is 8 rounds, plus 1 in the chamber. The overall length of the firearm is 6.5 inches. The height is 5.2 inches. The width, approximately 1.2 inches. The sight radius comes to about 5.4 inches. The weight, without a magazine, is approximately 1.2 pounds. Very lightweight. Some accessories that come along with this firearm pretty much are limited to the red laser sight, which increases your accuracy at the range or in self-defense. It can slide directly onto the accessory rail, bottom of the firearm here, like so. Voila, you got a more accurate firearm, especially when you're at the range and trying to hit those targets. Got little 2 buttons here that slides right off. Okay. The ammunition, as mentioned, is a .380 round, approximately this big. For this firearm, I carry 95 grain jacketed hollow points in the 8 rounds magazine. A couple additional features about this firearm is its ambidextrous functionality. The manual safety you'll find is located on both sides of the firearm. Also, the magazine release is right here on the firearm. It gets depressed on either side to release the magazine. Let me show you how that works. Built into the frame of the firearm. Press down, magazine is released. Now, also, when the firearm is loaded and chambered, there's a little chamber round indicator that tells you when it's ready to fire. This firearm, as I mentioned, is single action as well as double action. The slide does not have a catch lever like some semi-automatic, like many semi-automatic handguns do. It does have a manual decocker if you need to decock the firearm while in safety position. You press the hammer, hit the trigger, and release. Pretty simple stuff. When the magazine is in the firearm and it's unloaded, it remains in its rear position. The slide remains in its rear position. The only way to release the slide in this position is to release the magazine. Returns to its original position, decocked. Alright, now, to take this firearm apart, pretty easy to do. The only trick is with Walther, there's a little tool. This little thing right here that you really should have with you at all times works like this. This little hole right here will take this little key, like so. Now, in order to unlock it, this key has to be turned 135 degrees counterclockwise until you hear a little click. Once you hear that click, you have a little drop down lever right here, which will unlock like so. As you can see, the slide just moved and is unlocked. Once this drop down lever is engaged, the slide comes right off. Now, in order to get this little key back off, you gotta put the lever back up Turn the firearm back to its, turn the key back to its original position, and you can remove the little key while you're cleaning your firearm. Okay. Slide, a little spring and a pin, pops out like this. Now I just recently cleaned this gun, so it's got a little bit of oil on it. So I'm going to try to take it out gently. The barrel, slide, as you can see, fairly clean. Barrel. Hopefully I cleaned that out pretty good. And those are the parts. Pretty easy to do. Okay, now let's put it back together. Barrel pops back in. Spring. The pin. A little tricky at times. There we go. Okay, like so. Slide. Whoop. Before we do that, gotta unlock the firearm again. Down. Fly gets reinserted, like so. Once the slide is back completely, you can put the release lever back up, turn the key to its original position, and remove. Test the slide, make sure it's properly locked, decock, and we're back together. Walther PK380. Excellent handgun for concealability, for accuracy. Highly recommend it. If folks have any questions, feel free to ask.